If you choose to face Vader, you will do it alone. I cannot interfere. I understand. R2. Fire up the converters. There's a card back I was going to show you. Well, actually, no. I was going to do this review or discussion on a new Bespin Luke card. Bespin Fatigues, more specifically, the other day. And I was going to show you an image from the internet that I had. But I thought I'd postpone the review, or the discussion, the video, until I got this, which is something I won on eBay, actually, on the weekend. Today is Tuesday, so it's quite a quick delivery. But I put a bid on it. I've never bought any old card backs, especially in this kind of condition. I mean, the condition of this is not very good, is it? I mean, look, obviously the name's been cut out there. It's been ripped off, but, it's 100% genuine. This is an original Palatoy vintage Star Wars card back. This is the first I've ever bought or I've ever owned, other than the ones I would have had as a kid, which probably went straight in the bin. And this is the card back that I really want them to bring back for the vintage collection next year, 2018, and after, if they continue the vintage collection for a few years. I just love this card back, and I'm pretty damn sure that this is what I had as a kid. When I got my Bespin Luke, I would have got it on this card back, because I just remember seeing the packaging, which is clear as day, because it just registered in my brain. I associated it with the scene. I love Empire Strikes Back. It's my favourite movie, and I just remember as a kid watching it, I felt nervous for Luke going into the Cloud City. He just felt danger. It had danger written all over it, didn't it, And obviously he did not do too well when he came face to face with Vader. Now this card back, I won it with this figure actually, which is not a bad condition Bespin Fatigues vintage figure, like from the 80s. And I don't want to sound weird here, but I gave it a sniff before. It's second hand, this, and usually when you get stuff that's second hand from eBay, it depends on who's owned it really, but I gave it a sniff, and I swear to God, I don't know who's kept this and kept it in good condition, but it smells just, I haven't smelt that smell for a long time. It smells just like the figures when you open them back in the day, because the modern vintage line, and I was going to show you these next. These are the Bespin Fatigues they released. The modern line does not smell like the original line. Something about the vinyl capes of the figures, they just had a very, very specific smell when you open them. And anyway, that figure today, thankfully it didn't smell of someone's chips or ciggy, smoke, you know what I mean, or pet's dog, cat, whatever. It just smelled like it was fresh. So anyway, I wanted to show you that as well. So I'm going to probably get that recarded. In fact, no, what am I saying? Probably. I am going to get it recarded. I got this on eBay just for a little bit of fun and for the purposes of this first video, and then I also got in touch with Restore Nation recently, and I said to him, do you think you can make one of these card backs? He doesn't have them listed, and he said, yeah, I can do that. And I said, can you get it with a Palatoy logo? And he said, yeah, I can do that as well for you. So my plan is that I'm going to recard this Luke on that alternate, I don't know how to say that, the alternative Bespin Fatigues card back, which will be great, and I will do a video for that as well. But let's talk about, or look now at the vintage collection Bespin cards. Now I presume these are the original one, and then the one I showed you before is the alternative one, and it was in the UK. I don't know what the ratio of which one was released first, second, which was more rare, generic, whatever. But anyway, now this is the best one of the two. This is VC04. Fantastic. The figure inside is really good. For whatever reason, Hasbro seem to really struggle with doing the head sculpts for Mark Hamill. I've heard that said before in videos, and I am going to say it again because it's so true. But this one is decent. When I look at it, I can see Mark Hamill more than others, should we say. It's got that intense Mark Hamill blue eye stare, that figure there. However, this one here is not so good. This is from the VOTC, the Vintage Original Trilogy Collection. This is dated 2007, the Empire Strikes Back wave. That doesn't look anything like Mark Hamill. I don't have this one loose either, but I have this one. I'm glad to have both of these because this one was minted, punched, and you couldn't get it unpunched, that one, I don't believe, on the silver variant anyway. This one here, you had no choice, you would get it unpunched because it came in a star case, which I actually had to cut open to get into, because I don't want to, I don't display my VOTC figures in the VOTC star case because they're not very good. I put them in Protect ones, just so you know. Collectors, you'll know what I'm on about. So anyway, that's the two card backs that exist, and it makes you think to yourself, you know, are we going to get another Bespin Luke though? Because they gave us that one in 2007, and then they gave us this one in 2010, which is an upgrade. It's a better figure for damn sure, but it's the same card back. So maybe Hasbro have missed the opportunity to give us the alternative. But I want to see that. I prefer that. I think it would go much nicer. I have all my sort of figures in some sort of order. I think it would look a lot nicer next to Han Bespin and Leia Bespin, having a bit of Luke Bespin fatigues. Uh-oh, nearly fell off the wall there. Next to it, I think it would be amazing. Oh, and I was going to show you one more figure. This one here. It's time has flown so quickly, but I got this in 2004 when I lived in London. I was just walking around. I wasn't really collecting at the time. I just sort of went into a shop and I saw that, and I just thought, oh my god, I've got to get that, because I love Bespin fatigues. I love the outfit of Luke. I love how he looks in the movie. I love the whole sequence when he's versus Vader in the Bespin in the Cloud City, the carbon freezing chamber, the intensity of it, the steam, the danger, fantastic. The sound effects as well. I love the low pulsing. I watched Blade Runner the other day, and that. I'll stop there because I look a bit weird doing that, but you know what I mean. I love that in Deckard's apartment has the same sound, and also Dooku in that meeting in Attack of the Clones, the what are they all called now, the Separatist meeting, and Geonosis has that sound in the background as well. Please put a comment if you know what I'm on about. But anyway, this is not a at the time I thought, wow, it's a new figure, but now looking back, it hasn't half aged badly. The reason I liked it was because of the wound he's got in his eye. It's got a magnetic hand as well, so you can sort of display him. Again, I have all my figures packed away at the minute, but when I do display this one, I have him versus Vader, because he gets his ass kicked, let's be honest, Luke, doesn't he? So I have him sort of posed versus Vader, getting his ass walloped, and then, but anyway, let's get rid of that one. It's had its day, that one. It's not that great. This was a really good figure though, but I tell you what, just to wrap this figure up, because we're waffling on again, I would like Hasbro, please, to bring back this alternative card back, because it's my favourite. Bit selfish really, but that's what I want to see. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.